Russia was hit hard today with a series of strikes on enterprises working for the war effort. At the same time, Trump has a chance to receive the Nobel Peace Prize in the near future. My name is Albina Pidhirnyak. More news coming up. Drones hit an oil depot in Russia's Lipetsk region. Local residents reported that a series of explosions was heard in the city of Usman overnight. Shortly after that, a large fire broke out at the oil depot. On the night of January 6, several industrial facilities were hit in Russia, including the Stерлitamak petrochemical plant in Bashkortostan. Local residents reported hearing 6 explosions, while the authorities didn't comment on the situation. The plant has already been attacked in November 2025.
Oh, more. Is this the 4th or 5th strike? Oh, 6th. It.
Four. And is he there? I guess I got into trouble.
Something burns hard.
Today, drones also reached the Russian cities of Tver and Penza. Local residents reported an explosions and loud noise in the city. After the blast, emergency services were working at the scene and traffic in the area was partially restricted. In addition to Tver, drones attacked other regions of Russia overnight. In Penza, a strike was reported at a state-owned bearing plant.
What else are the cooks there? Why do they take so long? What else happens there?
In the Russian city of Nea, in the Kostroma region, an ammunition depot belonging to Russia's Ministry of Defense was attacked. Detonations are still ongoing and residents are being evacuated to nearby settlements.
It's burning. Everything is being evacuated. Here, this is orange. It's kind of smoke. Here.
Next, we'll talk about the political situation in the world. The leader of Venezuela's opposition said she is ready to give her Nobel Peace Prize to Trump as a sign of gratitude for the arrest of Maduro. Maria Corina Machado called Trump's action historic and said they are a huge step toward a democratic transition in Venezuela.
An offer to give him the Nobel Peace Prize? Did that actually happen? I had read that somewhere. I wasn't sure if it was true.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, but I certainly would love to be able to personally tell him that we believe the Venezuelan people, because this is a prize of the Venezuelan people, certainly want to give it to him and share it with him. What he has done, as I said, is historic. It's a huge...
Trump himself previously said that Machado could win the elections only with his support, but he added that he likes her. Meanwhile, Venezuela's interim president, Delcy Rodriguez, has taken the oath and met with the ambassadors of China, Russia and Iran. Venezuela's opposition leader Maria Corina Machado says that Delcy Rodriguez is one of the main organizers of torture, persecution, corruption and drug trafficking. She is a key ally of Russia, China and Iran, and according to Machado, a person whom international investors cannot trust.
Delcy Rodriguez, as you know, is one of the main architects of torture, persecution, corruption, narco trafficking. She's the main ally and liaison with Russia, China, Iran. Certainly not an individual that could be, trusted by international investors. And she's really rejected, repudiated by the Venezuelan people. So, well, first of all, I'm planning to go back to Venezuela as soon as possible. As I've always said, Sean, every day I make a decision where I am more useful for a cause. That's why I stayed in hiding for over 16 months. And that's why I decided to go out, because I believed that at this moment I'm more useful to our cause, being able to speak out from where I am right now. But I'm planning to go as soon as possible back home.
Meanwhile, Trump is moving toward the Nobel Peace Prize at his own pace. In particular, Stephen Miller, Trump's senior policy advisor, said Greenland should be part of the United States of America. This is the position of the U.S. government.
Important topic. The premier of Greenland and the premier of Denmark and other Danish officials are responding to a Twitter post from your wife, Katie Miller, herself a former Trump White House official, showing Greenland covered with an American flag, saying soon. After that was posted, President Trump repeated the claim that the U.S. needs Greenland for national security reasons. The Danish prime minister responded to this in an interview earlier today, as reported by Bloomberg, quote, "I believe one should take the American president seriously when he says it wants Greenland, but I will also make it clear that if the U.S. chooses to attack another NATO country militarily, then everything stops, including NATO, and thus the security that has been established since the end of the Second World War." Can you rule out that the U.S. is ever going to try to take Greenland by force?
Well, let me go back a step. The president has been clear for months now, so I know you're treating this as breaking news. The president has been clear for months now that the United States should be the nation that has Greenland as part of our overall security apparatus. The United
right, but
States,
your wife posted that like hours after the Venezuela operation.
No, but
that's why it's newly relevant.
No, I'm not, and I'll talk with you about it for an hour. I think it's a really important conversation. I just wanted to reset, Jake, by making clear that it has been the formal position of the U.S. government since the beginning of this administration, frankly, going back into the previous Trump administration, that Greenland should be part of the United States. The president has been very clear about that. That is the formal position of the U.S. government.
Right, but can you say that military action against Greenland is off the table?
It wouldn't be military action against Greenland. The Greenland has a population of 30,000 people, Jake. The real question is, by what right does Denmark assert control over Greenland? What is the basis of their territorial claim? What is their basis of having Greenland as a colony of Denmark? The United States is the power of NATO. For the United States to secure the Arctic region, to protect and defend NATO and NATO interests, obviously Greenland should be part of the United States. And so that's a conversation that we're going to have as a country. That's a process we're going to have as a community of nations.
So you can't take it off the table that the U.S. would use military force to seize Greenland. You can't take it off the table.
Jake, I understand you're trying very hard to, which again, is your job. I respect it. It's great to get exactly the headline, right? That catchy headline.
I'm just trying to get an answer to the question.
That says Miller refuses to rule out. The United States should have Greenland as part of the United States. There's no need to even think or talk about this in the context that you're asking of a military operation. Nobody's going to fight the United States militarily over the future of Greenland. So
one last question,
Stephen. Doesn't make any sense.
One last question.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like and share your thoughts on the latest news in the comments. Thank you for your engagement.